only have today. What kind of plan is this?
Last time on Kingmaker. Our party of adventurers, the leaders behind the settlement of Regrowth, continued exploration of Candlemere Island. This time, beneath it, beneath the ruined 40-foot tower, they discovered, well, interesting things. A rune from a yesteryear. They also met an individual from a yesteryear. This took the form of a flytrap vine leshy who called themselves Granger, who spoke in a very mixed tongue due to the fact that this leshy, with its reincarnated spirit, seems to be old. And I'm talking older than old. Take the ages of the party, combine them, still not old enough. And Granger seems to have some connection to Candlemere. Not only that, but Granger revealed themselves to be an ancient war priest of Pharasma. A leshy war priest of Pharasma? That doesn't go every day. Or certainly something you don't see every day. Granger called themselves the Guardian, saying they stopped people from going to the ruins below. What was down there? Well, after exploring a bit, the party encountered a massive, giant, probably nearly 20-foot high statue of Yog-Sothoth itself. It came to animated life, attacked the party, and they literally had to throw everything at it in order to break its considerable armor. In the end, the party were successful only just. Granger showing abilities that were unique for even a war priest cleric, getting a perfect timing reactive strike, which was followed up by literally a DPS assault of big numbers by the rest of the party. As the statue crumbled and turned to dust, the party decided that a tactical retreat was in order to regather their strength. And where we left it, the party earned enough XP to ding up to level 5. Because it's a level up, your hero point pool regenerates back to full, which is 4 once again. And you meet up with Balruk Silverstone, who was looking after a very injured Felix of Taldor. And that's where we bring the game back in. Night has come to Candlemere. You have made up a makeshift camp just outside the tower. Granger has instigated a light for you. And well, before we crack on with today's session good and proper, ring-a-ding-ding to level 5, everybody. Let's go around the table and let's see what everyone roughly got at this new level. So, Anden and BB, what does level 5 do for you?
BB gets a little bit bigger in terms of health. Not a huge amount for her.
Beefier.
BB, yes, perfect.
There we go.
As for Anden, it's mainly 3rd level spells and an ancestry feat.
Nerd voice. I think you'll find that's 3rd rank spells now.
Shit, okay.
Remaster, everybody. Remaster. But 3rd rank spells, joking aside, very, very nice. Anything you are particularly looking forward to? Or do you want to save it for those moments in game?
I think I'll save it and hope that some stuff comes up.
Alright then, let's move down the icons 1 to Kelvhan. Greg, level 5, what's it do for the Magus?
You're up to expert proficiency proficiency in weaponry, get third rank spells, and really that's about it.
Something I read about the Magus. I don't know if it's now at third rank, but you kind of don't get all the ranks. You kind of elevate in ranks, don't you? So you get...
Sort of.
Yeah, so that hasn't happened yet, where you get cut off from first rank spells or first rank slots?
Yeah.
Right.
Yes, it has.
It has.
Yes, I have.
So...
I don't have third rank, right?
Okay, so... Because this is just for my own brain, mate. What ranks do you have? What ranks do you have now?
Second and third.
Interesting.
You want me to give you the rundown real quick?
Yeah, shoot. I would appreciate it. And for anybody watching in learning this game, go for it.
Basically, a banded spellcaster always has access to 2 ranks of spellcasting at once. So every time they go up a rank, they lose their lowest.
Interesting.
But also, the Magus, at a certain level, this is a much later level, but at a certain level, they get free spell slots to cast physical boost type abilities at lower levels.
Right. So more boom.
Not boom, but things like they get to cast jump or
Oh,
flash
interesting.
step, that
Okay.
kind of thing.
I like it. I like the design. Can't wait to see it in play, especially with Greg's almost speed build he has here at Kelvhan. So,
Oh yeah, he's gonna get access to some nonsense.
anything else at level 5 or just a rank upgrade?
Really just a rank upgrade.
Fair play. All right, fighter man doing whatever the fighter can. I know you get some nice stuff at level 5. Jack, would you like to disclose?
Yeah, so the biggest thing I get is I get my my fighter weapon mastery. So I am now a master of clubs because of the mace that I use. And that has brought me up to a whopping plus 16 to hit on my my first strike roll every round, which is just ridiculous.
What about your...
On top of that,
yeah,
go ahead.
what about your advanced weapons now? Doesn't that proficiency go up as well?
Not as a not as a now.
No, okay.
Unless it's a mace, maybe, because if it's considered a club, I'm a master of it. So if it's an advanced weapon that is a club, then I'm a master.
Oh, fair play. Okay. In that case, then, anything else at level 5?
Yes. So I also got a rock runner as a dwarf, which is fairly nice. If difficult terrain is like gravel or any kind of stone, or if I have to balance on rock, I get lots of cool bonuses for that. But really, and I'm not going to say too much on this, but you know, people who may know dwarves may know what I'm building towards. I really took it because it's a prerequisite for an eventual dwarven ancestry feat that is going to make my push and shove build go from pretty darn nice to just downright stupid.
Fair play. All right, very nice. And finally, gunslinger time. Lexi.
Fifth weapon clap. I can't English. Fifth level class feature for the gunslinger is the weapon mastery, same as the fighter gets, although mine is locked to gunslinger, obviously.
Right.
So I've got I've also got that master rank with simple and martial firearms and crossbows now, plus crit spec like the fighter gets.
Oh, yes, critical specialization.
Right.
So, all right. Very, very nice. Okie dokie. Right. Level 5 party have leveled up. The NPCs, or rather their companions, they do not level up till the kingdom levels up. So Felix and Granger remain at level 4. So, before we begin the story for today, a bit of housekeeping. Now, as you all know, there's some form of dread aura that surrounds this island situated from this tower. Last time around, I got basically the save for it wrong. So, what I would like everybody to do right here, right now, including for BB, is everyone please re-roll me will saving throws so we can do this dread aura correctly and properly. Rolling. Alright.
Ah, the rolls are beautiful.
Okie dokie. Let's go around the board then. Oh, I need to roll for Granger. No, Granger. Granger is actually immune. Okay, let's go around the board. Anden and BB.
17 and 19 respectively. Not looking good.
Okay. Both critical fails. So, once again, you have the unsettling attention aura, as you feel like you're being watched. So you suffer a -2 penalty to all saves against fear effects as long as they remain within a certain condition. And the critical effect failure, I will reveal if and when a time is needed. Greg.
Oh, 12. I was muted. I was talking to myself. Don't worry.
A 12?
Yeah.
Alright, critical failure. So, same again. Jack?
18.
18, critical failure. Isobella?
Nat 1.
Super critical failure. You die. No, just kidding.
Yeah. Heart attack. It happens to the best of us.
Okay, Felix also critical fails. And Granger is immune. Despite the battle, as we're bringing the RP for today, despite the battle you had just gone through, this aura seems to remain, and at the moment, you've got no real idea how long it's going to stick around for. As you make up camp for the night, the floor is yours. What would you like to do?
I actually have a question about casting a spell.
Go for it.
I'm not sure whether this technically works or not. It's for counteracting an effect imposing frightened, but this makes frightened more likely, but it's the only spell I could find that actually would try and help.
I would say, and I will rule, save your spell slot. Or, yep, save your spell slot. That is not going to do anything with this effect.
Right.
But what I'll rule is, let's say you start to prepare it. It's weird. You get the sensation, as you do, that it's not going to work. But yet, it should work. And that's a rather strange contradiction to you. So whatever is going on here, it's not your average thing.
Okay.
Anything else from the party?
For secret reasons, can I ask about if anybody has any parchment and pencil that Isobella can have?
Yep.
Beautiful.
I have been doing cartography, so I'm sure you've got spell.
Much obliged.
Oh, you really hate this place.
Well, says Felix. I have no idea what they were doing here, but, doesn't sound friendly. He looks at the rest of the party who just went downstairs. Attacked by a statue of Yogg-Sothoth, huh?
Are we absolutely certain it's proven to be here?
Also,
I mean-
always got to deal with it.
I mean, this place is less than a day's boat ride away from where we just built our settlement, so we should probably know what's going on.
Suppose.
Granger is kind of rocking back and forth nervously. They know they have to rest. They know you all have to rest, especially after that last encounter. But to be plain, it looks like that Granger is lost inside themselves. The compass mentis. But, yeah. You don't need a check to understand that going downstairs has brought a lot of things back for Granger, and it has scrambled them good and proper. Anything else you would like to do in this scene? Or shall we move on to the next day?
I'm good.
As much as I would like to not quite interrogate Granger on the information, it seems like maybe it's best to leave them alone. Because they're already a little bit...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. So, if the party is settling down for the night, let's move the day onwards. I've already adjusted the calendar for those joining us in the overlay. It's now Friday, Serenif 9th, 4710. I'll say that the party will start at their usual early bird catching the worm. 6 AM. Just making some adjustments to the clock. And then we'll get a weather report to see what the next day will bring. Okay. The day is pretty much the same as the day before. Gloomy. Not very nice. But for all intents and purposes, clear? Question mark? Even at 6 AM, it's... whatever this weird mist that you can see through is, it's still permeating throughout the region. I'm going to say from your level ups as well, and through your combined skills and healing capabilities, make it nice and simple. Everyone's back to full. 6 AM the next day. What would you like to do?
All right.
It's not so much as I like to do, I have to do.
I hope you all slept better than me.
It is okay. When Granger walks undisturbed, you shall be.
Right.
So, I presume the party is heading back downstairs then.
Yes, please.
Alright. Your choice. You have the option of NPCs here. Companions. Both. But which one do you want to take? Felix will make the suggestion that one of them should at least stay on the surface. So, which one do you want to take? If any at all. If you want to solo this and take this on yourselves, more than welcome to do that. The choice is yours, party. You've got a War Priest Cleric, and you've got a Weapon Implement Thaumaturge at your disposal if you need them.
I'd like to take Felix personally,
I agree.
because he's like... he's closer to sort of our character, because he's like part of our kingdom and stuff. And also I don't want to traumatize the poor Leshy.
Also, we did bring Felix specifically for Felix's expertise and this sort of thing.
Yeah. And in fact, Felix asked / volunteered to come. It would be weird to leave the guy outside.
That's absolutely fine. So in that case then, Granger looks at you all and says, very well. Vanguard I shall be. Good luck. But please, something is down there. Something that... Please, hurry.
Right, you just be careful up here, eh? I know you've been here for I don't know how many years, but you never know. It could be danger about or something.
Granger will be fine. But thank you for asking. Alright. So, back downstairs for the party then. Before you do leave though, Granger will offer any of you, though, to cast light. If you would like it, or if you got it for yourselves.
I am good.
I have dark vision, but I do know in the past we've put light on Balruk so that I'm blanking on names today. So that Isobella can see her targets. Do you
Yes,
wanna
I
do
would
that?
appreciate that.
All right, I'll take a light. Like put it on my my shield.
All right then. So Balruk is going to be lit up. Just making an adjustment to a token because I have their tokens ready on the next map. So.
BB has light on her as well.
All right.
She already did from yesterday. So.
How am I gonna stealth with a big light on me?
In fairness, apart from Isobella, I don't think you're the stealthiest party in the world.
That was the joke. Good job.
Wow.
The dwarf carrying effectively a door as a shield.
Pretty much.
I'm so sneaky.
All right then, with Felix with you, let's go down to the basement. So, once again, the atmosphere down here is very, very subtle. Light is cast. And Felix goes ahead. Granger tells Felix about the offering box and the strange writing that is placed upon it, or the offering tray. So, let's go into that mode that they call exploration. What's everyone doing for exploration? Or is it just going to be the usual standard fares of, it's usually Anden search, it's usually detect magic for Kelvhan, it's usually raise shield for Balruk, and it's usually stealth for Isobella. You stay with the same formation, or you got something different today?
I'm staying the same.
I'd stay the same.
All right.
Never had an original thought in my life.
Can Felix be on investigate?
Yep, Felix can definitely seek. Or investigate, yes. Let's have a look. In fact, I think Felix will make below Candlemere, or Candlemere itself, the subject of his investigation. He will use Pursue a Lead. Let's see.
Good idea.
Clue in, I believe it's, yeah. I believe it's Clue in? I know he's got Pursue a Lead. Yeah. So he will Pursue a Lead, so I believe that will give him a +1 to checks regarding Candlemere. So let's get him to make a perception check to seek. Let's have a look. Line GM. Okay, let's roll that secret check. Okay. Cool. So Felix meets you downstairs and he'll meet you in the open entryway of the underneath section. Feel free to move forward. With exploration actions, in particular all the ones you are doing, you generally will move at half of your speed. Isobella, let's have a secret stealth check off you, please, as well.
Absolutely, yes. soon as I remember where.
Where'd I put it?
I forget every time we play. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. No worries, it's all good.
There you go. That should be it.
Fantastic stuff. Okay, dokie. Let me just make a note of... That's just got to make a note of that for myself. Because the chat and game will be used. Small notepad over here. Awesome. Brilliant. Okay. Top dollar. So, as soon as you get down to the bottom of the entryway, Felix looks at the offering box and says, this scripture, this sworn scripture, I know this language. It is Aklo, a language of the outer worlds, if you will. Would you mind if I took 5 minutes to translate this? It's not necessarily the writing that's the issue, it's the fading. May I take 5 minutes, please?
I'm good with that.
So Felix takes 5 minutes to examine it. And he turns around.
And I'd like to note real quick,
Yeah.
Balruk's whole thing he's doing during like all his investigating is standing kind of here where he can see through these two doors, and it's kind of almost constantly turning every like 10 or so seconds from door to door, watching for anything, maybe trying to sneak up on them or any kind of threat.
It's all good for the 5 minutes. Anything else while Felix is examining for that 5 minutes? The tech magic is not really coming up with anything. Does anybody want to do anything else while Felix is looking at it?
I don't really think so.
That's absolutely...
Actually, we know this next room is safe, so I'm going to head back over.
Sure. So, Anden and BB head back in to the statue chamber while Felix finishes the translation. He says, okay, I can make out 2 broken sentences here. We are those who stand at the threshold. And he scrolls down a bit more. We are the thresholders.
Well, it's not exactly a creative name.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's a bit on the nose, don't you think? Oh, we're the Thresholds. Let's be the Thresholders. That's going to be the name of our creepy cult.
I must admit, it's not very original. But in my experience, I've always found the groups with the less than spectacular names to actually be the most dangerous. When they're literally titled, they like to be literal in their actions as well. We should be careful. Which way shall we proceed?
Well, Anden and Baby went down that hole over there.
Yep, I'm just looking at the rubble of the golem to see if I don't know if this is the thing, but if there's anything valuable in terms of an operating mechanism.
Let's have then a secret seek check then through as you look over all of this rubble.
Okay.
Anden, it was hard, but admittedly, you did this golem over good and proper. There is nothing left worth a darn. But as you're looking through the rubble, something in your peripheral vision catches. And you look up. And you look up the dais of where the statue once was. Now that the statue is gone and out of the way, you discover that right here in this section, there is a secret door. Natural 20, well done, Dave.
Hey, good job, Anden.
Okay.
Couldn't use that natural 20 last session, though.
Absolutely. Hey, just to add to more directions to be going, can you come and have a look?
All right. So the party move back into the next room, into the statue room.
I point out the secret door.
Felix stops round where the statue was, and he just says, "Holy Toledo! Somebody had fun down here."
Fun's quite an optimistic way of putting it.
He gives a sarcastic smile, but it's meant to be out of comfort and, yeah, I feel ya. But yeah, Anden points out a secret door, and it looks to be absolutely fine, Anden.
Alright. Well, typically, if you're hiding something behind a bloody great golem, it's gotta be valuable, or at least important. Can't do gravelly today. I can't make my voice break down. Sorry.
No worries, it's all good.
I mean, ideally, you shouldn't break your voice down, but
I'll do it.
You do you.
RollTales health advice, don't break your voice.
please.
Yeah, please don't. Would you like to open the secret door then, Anden?
I would love to see open the secret door.
All right.
You're
Sound effects and all.
You're kidding. That was so cool.
You show off.
That triggered something in my gamer brain that made me so happy.
I didn't actually, in all seriousness, I didn't actually hear it. And I don't know if that came over on the recording, but
Oh no.
No, it happens. I'll tell you what I'll do. It's Felix should be able to. It happens. No worries there. As a matter of fact, one quick adjustment I will do as Felix is with you. I'm actually going to add his thing to the party character sheet, so his statistics are also there as well for quick reference. But yes, you do open up the secret door, a sliding stone door, and beyond it you do see a small traditional Pathfinder 1 corridor, which is adjudicant to another door.
Yep.
Everything about this second door looks a-okay, Anden.
Yep.
I make sure my gun is loaded regardless.
Alright, young Jarl. If you wouldn't mind.
Yeah, I was going to say, I should probably take the lead on this.
Alright, so Balruk walks up and opens the door.
Yep. He kind of looks back first, nods at everyone, make sure everyone's in position. And then once everyone's in a nice, perfectly straight line in case of laser beam, he's going to open the door.
Oh my god, another one.
Sound effect number 2.
I'm not getting the sound effects today. Sorry, folks at home.
Oh, you don't know what you're missing.
It was like... Oh, I can't make... So... I'm trying to make the microphone active while I'm doing like a...
It's
It
fine.
keeps cutting out.
If you've played Skyrim, it sounds like you opened a door to a house.
I've heard it in other games, but yeah, for some reason it's not coming over. I'll try and adjust that for next time. Sorry, everyone joining us, but
Absolutely spoiled today.
yeah, I'm glad you players enjoy. In all seriousness, I'm glad you're enjoying it though. A lot of work went into this Foundry pack, and there was a reason why it took as long as it did. Anyway, the room that you are in is Well, the air is stale, and I mean staled and stale. Thick layers of dust lie in heaps on the floor. Stone shelves on the walls. They hold fragments and pieces of long since crumbled supplies, but here and there something whole seems to remain intact. Kelvhan, as the party starts to approach this room and move inside, everything seems safe as houses. This hidden chamber does have some traces of magic inside of it.
Well, there was at least something magical in here or something.
Well,
Alright,
you'll have a poke around, and when you're done, there's another door. In the meantime, I'm gonna stand right here on guard.
no worries. Okay, so for those who move inside the room, Felix will also come in. There's a loot box for you to all look at there.
Oh,
You should be able to click on it and look inside.
We do have to pay for a special fee on the cash out.
Don't you dare, Jack. Alright, inside, for the sake of speed, I'll make it nice and easy. You find 2 magical items. A level 1 wand of Grim Tendrils. I'm just going to double check now if that got remastered.
I believe that is the remastered name.
it's spooky tentacles now.
Nope, that is correct. It's still Grim Tentacles. And you also find a garnet-adorned bronze canister. Inside, you find
Pocket
a
sand.
consumable, which is Dust of Appearance.
Ooh, that's really good.
Yeah, it's very handy to have. I would say you can grab that because you'll be like close to them, or maybe oh no, actually it'll probably be best on Kelvhan because Kelvhan can get up to things that we think are there, but
Yeah, give it to Sonic.
I think Kelvhan can also activate that wand as well. I think Grim Tendrils is on his spell list.
Probably.
can you
Probably
spell
won't use it,
strike?
though.
Can you spell strike through casting a spell through a wand into your weapon?
No.
That would be a hell of a...
Sick.
That would be the hell of... I'm going to spell strike with my fist, but in my fist is going to be the wand.
I'd stab them with the wand and then activate the spell while it's piercing.
Okay,
Now that's a knuckle duster.
a wand duster.
I look at the wand and I say, nope, not touching that.
Wait, I got it. It's a knuckle caster.
Hey!
Oh,
Did I get a boo from someone? Who was that?
no, I said like, oh, not boo.
Oh, okay.
All
It
right.
was an O, but it blended with the yay and became something strange. Eldritch.
Also, that canister is also worth quite a little bit of money. So, well, Kelvhan, are you taking the wand as well, my friend?
Oh, that's really... I probably won't use it. To be honest.
Fair enough. If
I'll
the,
shove it in a bag.
yeah, if
Sell
you,
it.
if somebody else wants to take that, then you can sell it. It's worth 60 gold pieces.
I'd say give it to Felix.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
For a
yeah.
ranged option.
Oh yeah, no,
Right.
he's got. I forgot he's got trick magic item.
Oh, that'll do it.
If you want, if you want Felix to have it, then will happily take it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he only seems to attack from melee, and this would be nice if he can't get to stuff.
Yeah, he does have a crossbow, but he is primarily he likes it up close and deadly. So, okay. Felix looks around and he says, I've got a feeling that once upon a time this was some kind of armory. Jack, being a fighter, you pretty much can confirm it.
Oh,
And-
yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, everything is nice and safe looking inside this room. 10
Are
minutes.
there any weapons left in here, even if they're like, rusted to be on repair? Like just saying, like old weapons or anything?
There's some in the artwork, but I think they're supposed to be all pretty much but useless. There's nothing in here that is really worth using or even selling. The degradation is just too damaging.
That's totally fine, because what I would actually like to do as a dwarf is I want to check out one of these weapons and see if I can tell, like, if they're of a dwarven make, if they're just very standard, like, normal weapons you'd expect in like civilized society, if there's anything unique about the way they're crafted.
Oh, interesting.
You go into an armory and you see like one of those white soul blobs. You walk over to it, oh yeah, and it's just a broken straight sword. Great, thanks.
Okay.
I'm looking for like either like dwarven made axes or anything. You never know, maybe dwarves were here.
No,
I
I like the thinking. So that will probably take another 10 odd minutes, but we'll say that was done to examine the items as well. Okay then, Balruk, do you have warfare lore at all?
I do not. I do have, though. I'm trying to find it real quick. Where did I put that? I do have specialty crafting, and I did blacksmithing specifically on that, if that gives me any kind of help on this.
That will allow you to definitely make this check. Let's see, check the history. Do you have society at all?
No. I'm untrained in that.
Alright, then you got crafting, you got speciality crafting. I'll bump up the DC, but yeah, I'll allow it. Go ahead and give me a secret crafting roll then, please.
Alrighty. Secret crafting roll. This is going to be a blind GM roll.
Of course.
Crafting.
You have never seen weapons of this design before in your life.
Ooh.
This is a very, very old... I mean, obviously the weapons you recognize, but their design, their make, it's nothing you have ever seen before.
Oh, this is right strange here. This isn't your average, just straight weapon you expect humans and such races to make, nor is this dwarven make. I've never seen anything quite like these.
You don't think they took them from beyond the threshold? Wherever that's to.
I couldn't tell you, that's not really my department.
Could I have a look at it? Yeah.
Of course.
Rather than going based on like any historical knowledge or anything, can I use my crafting knowledge to try and determine like whose techniques or like whose styles this is?
Yeah, that's absolutely fine. Secret crafting roll then, please.
There you have it.
You take a look over and just like Balruk, you're at a loss. This is old, perhaps Granger old.
Whoever made this is long forgotten, I suspect.
For the record, what I will rule with your companions as well, a bit like giving Felix the wand, if you want Felix or anything like that to look at such things himself, etc., and checks like that, you'll have to ask him. Oh,
Yeah, no, bugger him in this case.
yeah, no, I figured that. I just wanted to, because I'm trying to, I mentioned this to the party earlier today before we started, I'm trying to play and lean more into encounter mode and get it down more. Not encounter mode, exploration mode, get it down more, and also trying to balance their companions so they don't inadvertently take over or divulge any knowledge that, you know, the party wanted to find out for themselves. So, alright, this room is clear. If you would like to move on from here, feel free, but I will say that Anden, Isobella, and even Felix, all of your exploration checks, it's been way over 10 minutes. Please re-roll them, please. And unless Balruk and Kelvhan are changing up,
Nope.
give me a shout. Okay. Thank you very much. Those rolls have come through. Cool. Alright. The world is your Easter. The world is your oyster. Feel free to proceed onwards. There's a door that leads out of here at the southwestern point.
Let's go get that noise again.
Right, well, once everyone's in position, I can open this thing up.
You lot are really liking the special effects.
Yeah.
The door better make an awesome click sound again. Alright, Balruk's gonna reach over and open the door. Well, that's anticlimactic.
Alright.
Is that a wall or what's going on?
Anden can point out to all of you that that is also another secret door at the end of that wall.
Gotcha.
That makes sense.
So,
Right, well, single file, everyone.
Now I see. Because of some weird lightingness, the like our ability to see stopped just before the wall.
alright. So the secret door opens up into an expansive chamber. Balruk, you can see that a burning metal rod is stuck into the ceiling of this room, providing the space with fitful illumination. That's a great word. The north and south walls of this room each have 3 enormous arches surrounded by tiny runes. The central arch to the south and each of the side arches to the north lead to staircases. The other 3 arches surround only blank stone.
Well, this is a big, dramatically large room. I guess I will cautiously proceed, just like a step or so into the room.
What's that dramatic music sting I just heard start?
What? Why do I hear Dark Souls music?
Why do I hear boss?
No quick save.
Why do I hear boss music?
Why was there a quick save? That's the best one.
All right.
Why are there a bunch of healing items and ammunition right before this big scary door?
Come on. All right. So you lot start to proceed into the room. Balruk. Okay, all clear for you.
Looks clear. Proceed carefully.
BB is not picking anything up either. Kelvhan, you are getting a detection of magic from here as well, but it's not hard to figure out immediately that it's probably the ever-burning torch rammed into the wall. As nobody appears to want to enter this chamber.
Oh, we're kind of stuck in a single file line.
Oh, my
Yeah.
apologies. Sorry.
You see, everyone sees a quick save pop up and they just freeze.
Oh, there's an
Can you blame
ominous
us?
glow down that way, and I'm gonna point to the hallway, kind of to the south. Some sort of glow down there.
Well, there's some sort of glow on your shield, but we don't judge you. I'm sorry, Anden, I don't know where that came from.
Wah, wah. Wow. Wow, you hear Granger from the stairway just going, "That was a burn?"
I also said Anden instead of Balruk because I'm.
Yeah.
But it's
Oh, I
straight.
see. Off the walls all look the same, mate.
Wow. Wow. But while you're bantering around,
Uh-oh.
We get a shot of Anden sort of like looking around, and the old silence is golden. Because Anden's looking at the burning rod in the ceiling. And a question comes to the dwarf's mind. What's the point? Then he looks at the top of the 10-foot ceiling. And he sees black ooze start to seep out of it. Isobella, your stealth initiative is going to be 18.
I'll take it.
Anden's is going to be a 19. Sorry, Anden's is going to be a 30.
Good grief.
And Felix, yeah, Anden's on fire on the old perception today. Felix is going to be a 19. Can I have initiative rolls? As somebody answered the phone. Can we have initiative rolls? There's no worries, Dave. It's all good. Can we have initiative rolls, please? From Balruk and Kelvhan. All right.
Wow. All right.
Balruk, what'd you roll for initiative?
25.
You what? Oh, 25.
25.
20. I thought you said 45. I was like, wait a minute, we're not that level yet. Kelvhan.
25.
25 alive for nice. Very well done. Okay.
Should have said 45.
You're not level 15. Okay.
Yeah, I love it.
So, let's start this initiative order in encounter mode with Anden Bramblebeard. Anden, there is something dark and black seeping through the ceiling and entering this room. For the record, the roof and the ceiling height above you is 10 feet. 3 actions. What would you like to do?
Right. First action is going to point out. Oh! Get out of the way! There's something coming down! And then I will... Slashing Gust, probably not ideal on Ooze's hay.
Historically, that is a risk.
That's my only attacking option.
Uh-oh.
Well, there are other things you can do. Potentially recall knowledge or get into
Yeah, I
a
would
better
love to.
position.
I would love to recall knowledge.
Okay, so to recall that knowledge, I will need a religion roll off you, please.
Oh, that's not great.
Secret check, please.
You're good.
All right. By the nature of all that is unholy, you recognize these things. Shadows. Mysterious undead that lurk in dark places and feed on those who stray too far from the light. Those who parley with shadows, typically by keeping them at bay with a glowing weapon, may learn great secrets, for they are ideal spies. What would you like to know about them, Anden? You get one piece of information.
I would like to know. Do they have any special moves? Is that a question I can ask?
That is. The main one that they have is called Steel Shadow. No save, they just have to hit you. And what they do is the shadow pulls at your shadow, making you enfeebled 1. This is a cumulative effect with other enfeebled conditions from shadows to a maximum of enfeebled 4. If this increases a creature's enfeebled value to 3 or more, the target's shadow is separated from its body. Enfeebled from Steel Shadow decreases by 1 every hour.
Okay. I don't know if this will make sense. Can I potentially move my light to... Because you can move them now, right? Because they're like dancing lights.
You can either use one action, the concentrate, to move the light, or you can spend another 2 actions to create another globe of light. I know that's not valid here, but I'm just recalling.
Yep. What I'm going to do is move my light, and I'm going to move it to our feet, or like around my feet, so that my shadow is... No, that's exactly the opposite of what I want. Because they're on the ceiling, I forgot. I basically want to minimize the size of my shadow.
Oh, what a feeling.
Okay.
When there's shadows on the ceiling.
Yeah. Can I be doing something to
You get the
make them have to pass a flat check or something?
You get the impression that that's not going to really be possible due to the illumination from a certain ever-burning rod above you.
Oh,
Yeah,
that makes sense.
yeah, lit up like the proverbial Christmas tree. And I'll give you that as the last pass of your recall knowledge.
Okay. Then for my last action, I am going to... let's go ahead and protect companion.
Alright then. So I'll put that on BB. We'll protect companion.
Thank
Yeah.
you very much. That's
Alright.
me.
Alright then, perfect. Good round. So, Kelvhan, there's shadows,
Yeah.
10 foot up, seeping into the room. Technically, they're not here yet. So any
Fine.
any offense AC cover, obviously.
I have a way round this.
Okay.
Cast face bolt.
Very nice, because this bypasses.
AC cover, yeah.
In that case then, target and go for your attack.
19?
Unlucky, Kelvhan. Miss, but not by much.
Standard for me. Last action. Let's get a spell parry.
Alright then, spell parry up. Apply that on. There we go. So, spell parry is up. Kelvhan, for the record, for those listening in, targeted the one in the ceiling closest to his northwest region. Balruk, you're up.
I think Balruk is just going to delay. I can't really reach him or do anything effectively, so I think he's just going to delay.
Well, you can't reach them, but they can reach you.
Alright, on the tank.
Alright. Both rolling 24s in their initiative. 2 of the shadows come out of the wall, and I'm going to rule that it's going to take the first action to properly seep and to materialize fully into this room. We start with the one that Kelvhan just tried to shoot with phase bolt. So in response, its second action is going to fly down, and it's going to meet Kelvhan head on. 30-foot fly speed is more than enough. And then it's going to attack the Magus. Alright, natural 6 off the die for a 21, Kelvhan.
No.
Alright. Now it's Shadow number 2's turn. This is the one who is off to a far west of the room. Just after the middle alcove, though. First action, it seeps fully and materializes into this room. Then, with a 30-foot fly speed. Let me just check their intelligence. Okay. So, they're not smart, but they're not mindless. So, what this one is going to do, second action, is it's going to get in to a flanking position with Balruk, or, well, it won't flank yet, but it's going for it. It will target the fighter, and for its last action, it will swing.
I presume I don't have a reaction until I take my turn, right?
Technically, you have your reaction. This isn't like first edition where you're off guard / flat-footed before you go in initiative.
Can I do a reactive strike then?
No, because they're moving in to your square.
Oh, okay. The pathing you did looked like he moved down into the
Oh, I
to the
beg you.
right and then right.
I beg your pardon. Basically, 30 foot fly speed. So, yeah, I should have done that properly. So
Yeah, I see what you were doing. It just the way it looked. Yeah, gotcha. That's good.
no, technically. Wait, with it being 10 foot high, is it 1 space or 2 spaces above Balruk?
1.
1. Right, so it's not moving through Balruk's threatened zone. So, yes, no reactive here as it's moving in. I'll be more accurate with my move. Yeah, that's important. Thank you, Jack. Okay, so a strike for its last action. Natural 15 off the dice for a dirty 30.
That will hit.
Okay. Damage coming in. Balruk, you take 11 points worth of... Hold on, because it's changed.
Yep.
Thy damage.
Yeah, and I'll take it.
All right. But it doesn't have an action to pull your shadow.
All right, I'm going to take my turn.
All right, then. Balruk tags in.
It's within my reach, right? Since it was at a
Yes, it's come down right next to you.
Alrighty. Yes, I'm gonna make a gamble on this. First action, I'm gonna stride. So I'm gonna move. How do you do like the right? Is it? How do you make it where like paths correctly?
I don't know on Foundry how you make
Okay,
the
well,
pass.
It's either
I'll do
spacebar or right click to set a point.
Ah, there we go. So yeah, Balruk is going to move like so to set up a flank with Felix.
All right, then. No reactive strike comes.
Beautiful. Gamble paid off. Second action, I'm going to make a strike with my +1 striking mace.
All right, then. Let's see what that
All right.
master proficiency can do.
Here you go, you ugly shadow. Oh, how about a 35?
Plus 15 crit. Give us critical damage, Balruk.
Let's go. Oh, and I should have the specialization now as well.
You do. I believe you can shove.
Oh, that's a low roll, but 14 damage. And I can knock the target up to 10 feet in a straight line away from me in a direction of my choice.
But if you...
Ooh, I don't know if I want to knock him away, because I can take his wing. I think I'm going to choose not to knock away in this case.
All right, then. Balruk, you find that not all of that goes through.
I had a feeling.
Okay.
All right, and I'm just, for my last action, I'm going to take my map -5 second swing.
Go for it.
For a 23.
That is also a hit. Go ahead, roll damage.
For 11 points of damage.
A solid round from the fighter.
Love how I roll really high on the normal hit and really low on the crit hit. They're almost the same damage.
Okay,
Blast.
it's Felix's turn. What would you like him to do?
What are they weak to, Felix?
First action, then. Let's get that Esoterica in. I'll make it open. He rolls a 24.
Ooh.
That is Sorry, go ahead, Dave.
I was just going to make a stupid joke.
Go on, do it. Do it.
I'm pretty sure shadows are weak to something hedgehog.
Oh dear, that was a real Keanu. That was a real Keanu of a joke. Right.
I get it.
Okay, so Felix looks at you all and he says, that resistance to physical damage. Do not hit it with anything non-magical. We don't have any ghost touch ruins, but vitality, energy, and force damage will give it a really bad day.
Oh, double resistance versus non-magical. Right,
Yes.
one of those.
So that's going to empower that implement.
Nothing I can do with this blinding light on my shield, eh?
If it was on your mace, then that would count as magical against it, but you're
But the mace is magic anyway.
pretty much, Isobella. Right, shall I hit this thing?
Do it.
Alright, second action, he's got to draw that bastard sword. He's going to draw it in 2 hands, but the implement is empowered, so he's going to try and take one good swing. And wallop, Felix rolls. A natural 13 off the dice for a 23. That's a hit. Okay. Damage comes in. 23 points worth of damage from Felix. Which is also reduced, but that implement empowerment helps. Okay. Next up, Isobella. You are seen loud and clear.
That makes sense. Let me think for a moment. Right. Yeah. Alright, I shall probably take a shot at the one that's on the floor. That's already roughed up.
All right. Lesser cover +1 to AC. Give us a shot.
I also hit it. I don't remember if that gives you a bonus as your spotter or how that works exactly.
I don't. No, I'm the one firing assisting shot now, so I'm the one who gives somebody else a bonus.
Gotcha.
But I can't fire that first. That has to be my second shot.
You may,
So,
you may fire when ready.
I am indeed. There's no point doing cover fire. So, yeah, let's... Oh, right. Fire. It'll be a 30 to hit.
All right. That would have been a +10 crit if it wasn't that little bit of cover it had. Unlucky, Isobella. Standard damage, please.
Bugger.
Unlucky, though.
I did use stealth for initiative, so I do have one shot on kill, I believe. Check.
That still applies, I believe.
Yes, I don't need to be stealth to get that.
Awesome.
Sweet. If only I had been stealth, because then I would have gotten the flat-footed...
Precision damage, right? Or something like that?
Wait, off guard.
Off guard, there you go.
Off guard would have reduced the AC to make it a crit.
Ooh, remaster. But go ahead, give us damage.
Anyway, take 15.
I will take 15. I will see your 15, and
You'll lower B10. Yeah, I know.
the creature will die. What does it look like?
Oh! I think just, like, the small, vaguely enchanted bullet goes through it, and it just kind of goes...
The
Like, it just comes apart.
You literally rip the shadow apart with your bullet. As you do, it screams something out for its final moments in a language nobody understands. 2 actions left, I believe, Isobella.
Correct. I make an almost confused sound of like, oh, that was easy. I'm going to use a running reload, which is actually just the step. Because the other one's still got cover from being in the roof, right?
Yes.
Right. So I'll take my assisting shot on the one around the corner.
All right, then go ahead and open fire.
No cover for this one?
Let's do the old line. You still partly gotta go through Kelvhan, so I'll say just a +1.
Darn you, Kelvhan, and your elven height.
Wow.
This is assisting shot, so if I hit, the next person to attack it gets a +1.
Fantastic.
That is a 20.
That
Kelvhan made me miss.
is a miss because of the cover. Unlucky.
Kelvhan!
At least he's not supercharging it. All right. Shadow's turn. That's in the ceiling. First action, it's going to move out, and then it's going to... Who's it going to strike? It's not stupid. BB's all alone. Can't get a flank. Yeah, I think it will... Let's see. It will move to here.
In Felix. Felix has reactive strike, right?
Felix has something similar. He has his own version of it. I'm trying to remember what it's called.
Is that the one that only works on his current esoteric lore target?
Yes.
No.
I think
Sorry.
I think that's the trade-off for... Yes. That's the trade-off for his. So that shadow is going to move into BB range. And will make a strike for its last action. 14 off the die for a 29.
Yep. And of course it's...
Alright then. 14 points of void damage.
No.
Alright. Round 2. Anden, how do you do?
I do the... Do. Okay, I am going to, on my first action, command an animal
Yes.
and have BB fight the shadow. It's
Alright.
weird.
Alright then, go ahead and give us a BB bite into the shadow, please.
BB bite. No. That is a 21.
That's a hit. Go ahead, give us damage, please.
Oh, unfortunately, only a 9 to damage.
Completely negated.
BB does magical damage.
Does she?
Yeah, I think so. She has... Oh, the D8 isn't from, like, fist weapons. No, I'm thinking of a summoner. We'll have to fix that at some point.
Yeah, so BB unfortunately chomps in, but just seems to swish through the shadow. One action left for BB.
Okay. Looks at me and I nod. And she just kind of... like, gets out of there.
No, fair enough.
She can't help. Don't want her to get hurt for
right.
no reason.
Because she doesn't have magic fang cast on her.
Or
No, runic body.
Runic body it's called now. But
Oh,
it's
okay.
we gotta get used to it, and it's gonna take a little bit of time. But we'll get there.
Master!
Remaster.
The thing that gives animal companion magic attack.
But
Yes, that.
two actions left, Anden.
I am going to cast a first level 2 action heal on the... I think on the shadow up here, because I know Kelvhan and everyone's gonna like flank it and fight it.
Okay, so bring up a 2 action heal then, please. We'll get that vitality on it. We'll get that fortitude save in.
Yeah.
Okay, I believe I have a prompt. So yeah, if you 2 action, heal versus undead 2 action. Okay, time to roll that saving throw. Basic reflex DC 21, fortitude. Natural 20
Oh, come on.
You stinky thing.
for a 28. You pump vitality energy into it, but it seems to almost do a cyclone spin on its spot, and it kind of takes in the vitality energy like a vortex and just throws it away.
Yeah, Anden is actually like really obviously freaked out by these creatures. I have my new feat is actually Defy the Darkness, which means I can't do anything with void tags, but I can see through magical darkness.
Oh, nice. Okay. All right.
So I figure there's a visceral reaction against these void creatures.
I like that. I'll actually put a hero point into that. Pull for that up to 5. That's some really nice stuff. I like that a lot. Okay. Kelvhan.
Yeah, first action is Duelist Challenge, one above.
All right, then.
And then I'm going to spell strike it with, let me have a look, Acid Arrow.
All right, then. Go ahead and give us the strike first, please.
Uh, 20.
Meets beats.
Ooh, let's roll the damage from that first.
Yep.
Plus an additional 2 for Duelist Challenge.
So that's 4 total.
Yep.
Yeah, no damage, but this is where the Magus shines. Acid Arrow.
And roll the damage.
Yes.
20 points of acid damage.
All right, so 20 points of acid damage. It's already absorbed. It's got resistance 5. So all damage, right? So 19 of that goes through, and it's got. And I'm just checking if it's immune to persistent. Let's see. Nope, it takes the persistent damage as well.
So long as it takes so long as it rolls a 6 on its persistent.
4 or 5. I'll take a 5 or a 6.
All right, nice one, Kelvhan.
But I
What?
have 5 resistance to damage.
Is that your turn?
Yeah.
All right then. Let's go to that Shadow's turn. It's got acid dripping all over it. It comes out of its vortex that it used to deflect the vitality energy, like haha, and then splush. And yeah, it's not very happy with Kelvhan much because of that. So first action, it's going to strike. But an 18, free off the dice, I don't think that's going to hit you.
Nope.
Okay. So, this room's pretty well lit up now. Let's have a look. What's it going to do? Yeah. Okay. It's not... Yeah, it's going to have another go. He'll try for that Shadow Steel. So this time, natural 1. Complete swing and a miss. Okay, final action. It goes back up 10 feet. And that will conclude its turn. Let's do some persistent acid damage. It takes 5. No damage once again. A little deja vu here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's roll a recovery check. Fails. So, Balruk, it's over to you.
Right, that one is, I'm assuming, too high for me to reach then.
10 foot up.
Oh, did it go back up? I missed that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
So you need to have a reach weapon.
Alright, yeah, that's all good. I'll go after the other shadow anyway, because it's kind of near some of my other friends. So let's see, just make sure I don't do anything fancy. I don't think so. Not a very fancy dwarf. I'm gonna just move 20 feet over to here.
Yep.
Rush across the room and say, "Excuse me, Felix," and kind of rush to his square, get over here. And then I'm gonna target and take a swing.
All right then. Mace to the face.
I hope. 28.
You hope and you shall receive. Regular hit. Give us damage.
Gonna be 11 points of damage.
All right. Some of that goes through. Some of that gets resisted.
Righty, and then last move is just gonna be my second swing.
All right, then go for it.
Oh, a natural 1. That's beautiful.
Oh, right then. Don't forget your shield is also down at this point, Balruk.
Oh, weird. Usually it automatically kills at the other end. I'm not sure why it did.
I need to update the settings on this particular foundry. This one's been a little funny recently. All right, Felix's turn. What do you all want him to do?
Don't suppose you can do something about that one flying up in the air?
He...
I've got him. You stop the other from getting in my way.
All right then. What he will do then is he will join Balruk with the other shadow. And his implement is still empowered. He doesn't need to make the Esoterica again per target, does he?
Empowered implement is just like a generally active, but exploit vulnerability is per target.
Per target, right.
It's similar to Hunter's Mark. It can only be active on one thing at once at first.
Right. You're holding your implement, right. Okie dokie. Does he need to make the Esoterica again then to exploit weakness? Because I think
he does, yes.
Right, okay, so...
you need a higher level before it just applies to all creatures of type.
Gotcha, that makes sense. So he's going to make the Esoterica for his second action. 17. That is actually going to be a fail, I believe, because these things are not a part of his pursuer lead. I had that inadvertently clicked on.
Right.
Yes, that's not going to do it this time around, unfortunately.
So he still gets to create a personal antithesis, but he doesn't get to exploit their special vulnerabilities, I believe.
Okay, that's not a problem. So instead, what he will just do then, for his final action, he will just make a regular strike with the bastard sword. He rolled a 5 for a 15. That is a miss. Not Felix's turn. Okay, Isobella.
Well, you tried. That's all that matters.
Considering my record recently, I think I've done all right.
You're doing good, mate.
So this one that's jumped back up to the roof, it doesn't have cover this time, does it?
No, it's just got out of reach.
Although, you've made a terrible mistake, my friend.
Although you and Kelvhan with Lightning's Laugh can hit it.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm gonna do a risky reload as Isobella like spits on a bullet, throws it in the gun.
All right.
Don't miss, don't miss, don't miss, don't miss. That'll be a 30.
This time, as you're firing up, that will be a +10 crit.
Shouldn't have moved. That's gonna be 31 damage, please.
Whoa!
This is what the sniper gunslinger does, and this is pretty much gunslingers. If they crit, you are freshly fornicated. Dead. What's it look like?
I think I like literally knock a brick out of the roof, just from the sheer force of the bullet.
It's just literally once again torn apart. And what little remains, the acid drips away as bricks and acid rain falls 5 feet in front of you, Kelvhan.
Oh, thank you very much. It was hurting my head to try and imagine a shadow creature that's half materialized but also covered in acid.
Well, a little bit surprised. I guess I'm going to reload and turn around and shoot the other one with an assisting shot.
All right, then go ahead.
That'll be a 19. Nah.
Missed by 1. Unlucky.
I can only have one good shot around it. Fair enough.
All right, Shadow.
Yeah, but that was one heck of a good shot.
Yeah, it was. All right, Shadow time. Technically, it has 4 available targets. Felix will be 1, and Balruk will be 2, Anden will be 3, and Isobella will be 4.
If it helps, I'm shining a light in his face.
Ah!
It sees the sheer... There's light everywhere. It sees the sheer force of Isabella's shot. So first...
And decides to provoke all of the attacks of opportunity.
No, because it's not mindless.
Yeah, bugger.
And it also stands out. This once again stands out. It actually has the wherewithal to take the step action. And then it goes to Shadow Hand Isobella. Alright. Natural 2 though. I'm rolling crap once again. 17 is a miss. Okay. Ah, man. It's gonna go.
Yay.
It's gonna go again. 1 to step, 2 strikes. 5 that time for a 15. I'm just not rolling well again. God damn it. Anden.
Well, that's fine. We're not complaining.
I know. Don't
Yeah.
worry. It's fun.
No,
We're
I'm
having
happy with
fun.
that.
We're
You
having
don't
fun.
hear us complain about you.
I'll kill you later. It's all good.
Yeah, kill us later.
Kill us
Wait
later.
for the finale.
Of course. Gotta wait for that finale. Anden, your turn.
Okay, now that I know it's not an ooze and it's a shadow instead, I probably can safely actually cast a spell on it.
Okay.
And as such, I am going to cast Slashing Gust.
Oh, right. I fully forgot that was a concern.
Alright, go ahead. Give us a sonic boom. Sonic boom.
Unfortunately, that is an 18.
That is a miss at point blank range.
Yeah, it's hard at point blank range. And then for my last action, I'm going to cast Guidance on Isobella, probably. After having seen that you are a Shadow Slayer, which sounds so edgy.
Okie dokie. So, guidance on who again? Isobella?
Yep.
Oh, right. Okay, Kelvhan, it's your turn.
Yeah. Where can I go?
You can move all the way around Felix. That square there is maneuverable.
Ooh. Then first action is Arcane Cascade.
Let's get that stance on you. What? Acid?
Acid.
All right, then. What's next?
I can do all the movement. And then, as I have a flank now, a lot of my jank kicks in.
All right, then. Go for it.
Now I strike and miss. That's how it normally is. No, a 30.
Oh,
Plus
that-
10 crit.
Whatever this is an additional 2.
All right.
No, because no, it doesn't. Dual this is on the other one. So don't worry.
All right, no worries.
Don't worry.
It's all good. Roll that critical damage, please.
24 points of damage.
A lot of that goes through and is severely injured. It's over to Balruk.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna swing,
Swing, swing.
fight her way. Oh, natural 1 again. All right. Well,
There's five hero points there if you want to use it.
I mean, I don't. It just went. Or is it going right after me, or when does it go in initiative?
It goes after Felix and Isobella. It's at the bottom.
Okay. I don't think we need the point then, because if
Fair.
I don't kill it, someone else will.
No, fair.
Oh,
I
yeah,
will-
for sure.
-5. That's a 24.
That's a hit. Go ahead.
How about 12 points of damage?
Solid hit. Oh, looking bad. You get a crit fish?
Oh yeah, of course I am.
All right, then go for it. You never know. Oh!
Damn.
Natural 20 for a 26.
You did ask for it, Mark.
You did ask for it. And once again, I rolled a 2 and a 1 for a 14. Every time I crit, I roll a 2 and a 1.
You knocked it down
Push into the
to
wall.
you knocked it down to 1 hit point.
Of course I did.
Let's see.
Have fun.
All right then. It's once again down to Felix. Do you want him to try and finish this?
Nah. Hold his turn.
Can
Let Isobella do it.
he delay his turn till after me just in case I miss?
There you go.
That's absolutely fine. All right then. He looks at Isobella, gives you the nod. Go for it.
Actually, this was a terrible idea. I have limited ammunition.
Shadow Slayer.
I'm gonna do something absolutely stupid.
Oh no.
You're gonna punch it.
Not that stupid. I don't know if anybody remembers this, but I have a bayonet on my gun.
Yep. Yep. All right, Bayonetta. Go for it. This is going to be rare, folks.
32.
She crits with the bayonet. Very nice. Give us critical damage.
This is going to be the bad part.
All right, then. It's all right.
It's only 8 damage.
That's more than enough. Isobella,
Is
what's it? It is. What does it look like? Oh,
It's
no.
not magical.
But isn't it a part of the gun?
I don't.
Hold on. Tags.
I genuinely don't know if it gets.
Hold on. Tags. Attached to a crossbow or firearm. I'm ruling
it's an attack.
Yeah, I'm ruling as it's an attack. Your arquebus has the magical tag now, doesn't it?
Yeah, because my arquebus has runes on it. It's just I don't know if the bayonet counts as being affected by the same runes.
That's interesting. I will look into that. But for today, for the sake of ease and speed, as it's attached to the bayonet, I'm going to say it gets attached and attuned to the magical properties as it's a part of the weapon. 5 of that will get absorbed. That leaves another 3 left over. That's more than enough damage. It only had 1 hit point left. Isobella, what does it look like?
I've taken out all 3 of these. I think it comes sneaking across the floor because it was trying to steal my shadow earlier, and I just lift my gun up, turn the bayonet straight down, and just stab down through where its head would be, and it just dissipates.
All right. That's a victory for the party. You earn 90 experience points as we close today's session of Kingmaker. Not bad, everyone. Not bad. Good encounter. And well done, Anden, with that secret room. That was nicely done. All right. Next up, when we return, couple of options, couple of stairways. One with a spooky light down the end of it. Which one are the party going to choose? Which one are they going to take? Hopefully, join us next time and find out. But until then, on behalf of myself, Dave, Greg, Jack, Alexi, take care of yourselves, and we'll see you next session. Bye-bye.